Good afternoon, everybody. This is a presentation of RJL 518 Sports Network. We welcome you to Colt Stadium as Inside Pitch proudly presents the Cincinnati Reds versus the Houston Colt 45s. Don't get many games featuring the Colt 45s. Well, at least, of course, they are still the Houston Astros, the Astros franchise, but don't see many games with the Colt 45. So I thought, since I received the 1964 season, I thought I'd present a game. I actually chose a pretty good one here. The date is April 23, 1964. Philip Reynolds joins me here at Colt Stadium saying, "Go Reds." On this day, the Cincinnati Reds and the Colts actually went ahead and played to a no-hitter. Ken Johnson, who's a starting pitcher for Houston in this game, pitched a no-hitter, and they took a loss. A couple of errors occurred and allowed the Reds to win this game. 1-0. I believe the final score was 1-0 on a couple of errors which occurred, and that's really the reason why you pitched a no-hitter and you got nothing for it. Now, am I expecting Ken Johnson to pitch a no-hitter in this game? No, of course not. But I'm not expecting them to get a no-hitter here. I'm just going to see if Ken Johnson can get a little bit of payback for that tough loss against the Reds in 1964. This is Inside Pitch. A Steeler fan joins me saying, "Go Astros." Philip Reynolds will be going for the... It's actually not Astros, Steeler fan. It's Colt 45s, so you better change your thing there. It's the Colts, not the Astros. They weren't born yet until the year after. So I thought I'd play a nice game with the Colts and see what they can come up here at Colt Stadium. Ken Johnson is the starting pitcher for the 64 Colts. 11 wins, 16 losses. 3.63 ERA, not, below average, but not terrible. Still the Astros, exactly. So let's see what we get here at Colt Stadium. Colt Stadium was definitely a pitcher's park. -1 home run, -2 to walks, no difference in change in strikeouts. Only 73 home runs were hit in Colt Stadium in 1964. But as most people know, at the National League, in 1964 was usually all about pitching, as pitching really dominated the leagues for the several few years. So thank you all for joining me. Let's play a little Inside Pitch Baseball as more seasons come in. I did receive the 1965 season. I've not chosen a game yet from there, but I will soon. And let's play some baseball. I'll introduce the players as they come. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds will be a very young Pete Rose, 269 average, 4 homers, 34 runs batted in. He is at second base. So let's play some ball as I continue to learn more about Inside Pitch. Here we go. And Ken Johnson starts with a 2-5, and that is a possible error on the throw. Go to Pete Rose's card, 6-5, and that is a ground ball to Johnson. His error rating is an 18, and there is going to be a throwing error because that's hit right back to Johnson. He's got to throw to first, so that is definitely an error on the throw. Definite throwing error, and that is going to be... So we got to find out first where the error was. So roll 1d6, checks against the range of the throw receiver. So here we go. So we roll a 1d6 to see who made the error. And the error, if less than or equal to his range, he kept the poor throw from getting by him. So he throws the ball to Pete Reynolds. His error rating, his range is a 2, and his range is a 2. So Reynolds actually keeps the ball from going into the dugout, but Pete Reynolds is safe on an E1. So that's one way to start. So one error already on the Astros. Amazing right there. No leadoff triple. Is this his rookie season? No, this is not Pete Rose's rookie season. He did have 516 at-bats that year. So no, this was not his rookie season. So we got a throwing error, but Pete Rose is at first. And the next batter for the Reds is going to be third baseman Chico Ruiz. But first, we'll see if anything's going on to Rose, and nothing happening with Pete Rose on first. So here we go. So we're already a couple of the Astros. Yeah, I know. Chris called me Astros, right? So already Ken Johnson already gets a couple of errors and allows the Colts to go. Allows already a base runner for the Reds. So we got 3-5. That goes to this right here, and Chico Ruiz is a switch hitter, so he's actually hitting from the left side. 1 to 10 would be a single past the pitcher, but nope, an 18 on the dice, so we go right to Ruiz's card. A 1-4, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Can he turn 2? Double play rating of 1. Nothing for Ken Johnson. That's a ground ball to short, which means second base is the pivot, and it's a -1. It's a -1, so there's going to be no chance of a double. There's going to be no chance of a double play. No chance of a double play. So the question is, does Pete Rose make it to second? And he does beat the bat. He does beat his base running rating, which is a 4 with a 3. So Rose does make it to second, but Ruiz is out at first, 1 out. It is a fielder's choice, but Rose goes to second base. 1 man down, and the batter will be Vada Pinzon. Vada Pinzon, playing center field. Batted .266, 23 homers, 99 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from the Colts. 5-5, possible walk or strikeout. Pinzon is a lefty, so we go to the W, check his walk rating of 15. Nope, no walk there, so Pinzon gets a chance to hit. 3-3, and that is a possible hit to right field. It's a 19 against a right-handed pitcher, and it's above the 10 on the right-hander. So a 19 is going to be a fly out to right. It's a fly ball to right. Now does Rose go ahead and move on? With a runner on second, you go by his base running rating. So a 1 to 4, he advances to third base. And a 2 on the dice, and he does. So Pete Rose will take third on the fly out. And there's 2 down. And that will bring up this bum, Frank Robinson. Bum. Yeah. Maybe baseball's greatest ambassadors. Only died a couple of years ago. Frank Robinson. Another one of the legends of baseball. Batted .306. 96 runs batted in, 29 home runs for the Reds in 1964. Ken Johnson with the pitch. 6-6, a possible strikeout of 13. No strikeout there, so Robinson will get a chance to hit. 1-2, and that's going to be a fly out to center. And the inning is over, so the error doesn't hurt anything. No runs, no hits. 1 error on the Reds, and the Colts will get a chance as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first. I'm not expecting a game like last night, guys. Boy, what a game that was. If anybody did not check out my payoff pitch game between the Indians and White Sox last night, please do so. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds in this game is Joe Nuxhall. 9 wins, 8 losses, 4.06 ERA. He got the start here in the bottom of the first. And leading off for the Colt 45s is Eddie Casco, batted .243. No homers, 22 runs batted in. Casco is the shortstop. As Michael Peterson joins me here for a little inside pitch. Pitch from Joe Nuxhall, 3-5. That is a possible strikeout. And a 20 on the dice, no strikeout. So Casco gets a chance to hit for the Colts. 2-3, and that is against the left-handed pitcher. That's going to be a single past the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit for Casco. Casco will get to first. And next batter will be Nellie Fox for the Colts. Fox batted .265, no homers, 28 RBIs. Casco an attempt rating of 2, and nothing going on there, but Nellie Fox does have a bunt rating of 5, so I think we're going to see a bunt here, and he is a regular, so 16-19, so we are going to see a bunt by Nellie Fox to move Casco over. So we roll a D20 and a see where the ball goes. The bunt is good. The bunt is hit. The bunt is at the plate to the catcher. It's an 11, and it's going to be a success. It's a good bunt. It's a successful sacrifice bunt, and not bunting for a hit. So Casco's going to make it to second, and Fox is out, 1 down. Successful sacrifice bunt. So that's a SH2. It moves Casco over to second. And the batter now will be first baseman Pete Runnels. No significance in the game. Well, actually, there was. It was a no-hitter. Ken Johnson for the Colts pitched a no-hitter and lost because of a couple of errors that the 45s made on that date. So that's the significance of the game. I'm just giving Ken Johnson a chance to get a little payback against the 64 Reds. And yes, we do go back to the National League tonight, Phil. Game 1 of the Expos and Braves. Pete Runnels is the batter. Anything going on for Casco? I doubt it. And, possible pickoff attempt by Nuxall. Tries to pick him off. So we roll another die. Let's see what happens here. It's a 13, and it's going to be a pickoff error on Nuxall. That is a pickoff error. Nuxall makes a pickoff, and it's going to be an error. As he tried to get Casco, which means Casco's going to go to third. That's an error on Nuxall. Pickoff error. And the Reds make an error here in the bottom of the first. All runners advance to base. So now the Colts have a man on third, and Pete Runnels is the batter now. Go Expos. All right, so Nuxall pitching to Runnels. Runner on third base now after the error by Nuxall. So let's see what we do here. Let's do the Reds are going to call the infield in. 6-3 on Nuxall's cards are blank. We go to Runnels. Runnels 1-6 is a star line 2, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That's a fly ball to right, so Runnels is definitely out. There's 2 outs. Now, it has no sacrifice fly, so it's going to be strictly on Casco to score, so his base running rating is a 3. It's hit to right field. Robinson's arm is a -2. There's a -2, so a 1-2. Casco scores 3-5. 3-5, he holds, and 6, he's probably out. 4, he holds at third. He cannot get the sacrifice fly. And that will bring up Johnny Weekly. This card I had to print from the side because Johnny Weekly was a starter, and he did not have him in the main set. So if you're wondering why he looks a little different, it's because I printed it out. 2 outs, Casco still on at third. 1-5 Nuxall, possible strikeout, a 3 on the dice, and Weekly goes down. Weekly. And that is a strikeout, and it retires the side. So no runs. 1 hit for the Astros. I keep on saying the Astros. 1 hit for the Colts, and that retires the side. No score at the end of 1. Top of the second coming up. Ken Johnson pitched a no-hitter and got nothing for it because of the errors. And already, both teams have an error in this game. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds will be Deron Johnson. He is at first base today. Glad you guys can join me. 6-2 on Johnson's card. Possible strikeout. A 13 on the dice will not do it. Colt Stadium doesn't add anything. So pretty much all I got with a walk of -2 and a homer -1, all you pretty much do is you pretty much add. You pretty much just add to the dice, add to the D20. Make it easy if possible. 1-1 on Deron Johnson. Single past the shortstop. That's a base hit. Puts a man on. And that will bring up Bob Skinner. Skinner showing in a St. Louis card. He finished with the Cardinals in '64 instead of the Reds, but he was on the Reds on this date. Let's see if Deron Johnson's doing anything. A 1, yeah, he's going to steal. Deron Johnson's going to steal. So let's see what we get here. Stolen base rating is 11. Ken Johnson's is a 0. And the arm for Jerry Grody was a +1. So that's going to be I'm going to double check the steal information. But it's runner stolen base plus pitcher stolen base equal plus catcher's arm. So 11, 0, and +1. So Deron Johnson has a chance to steal. It's going to be +1 by Jerry Grody. So it's going to 1 to 12. He steals it. Nope. Deron Johnson is thrown out at second base. He is out of there. Caught stealing. And now Bob Skinner has to bat with nobody on base. At least I'm not saying Indianapolis Colts, right? Here's the pitch to Skinner. 2-4 range play coming up. 2-1 on Skinner's cards. A ground ball right back to Johnson. His range is a 4. He's got a good range. 1 to 4, he'll make the play, and he does. So Johnson gets it for the Colts, tosses it over to first. Out number 1. Out number 2. 2 outs, I'm sorry. That's a ground out to the pitcher. And that will bring up the Reds catcher, Johnny Edwards. Ken Johnson, 2-6. And, of course, with that base hit, there was no chance of him getting the no-hitter anyway. I didn't expect it. I'm just seeing that Ken Johnson get a little payback. 2-6, Johnson's a blank. Edwards comes up. 1-1 is a ground out to second base. And that will do it. 1 hit for the Reds, but that's all they get. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Is there a card creator? No, there is not. It's not a card creator. This one, there's no card creator. Chris Davis does not put every player in his main set. Not really even Payoff Pitch does the same thing, except with his fringe players. So, but what he does is these are free. So what you do is, if there's any, the only reason why I did Johnny Weekly, because he's in the starting rotation, and I needed him, and I really didn't feel like putting anybody else in there. So I just printed out the cards, printed out the page that he was on, not the whole set of 64 extra players, and just print out the card, and that's it. I take the rest of the cards and I put them in a folder if I ever need to use them again. That's all. That's the only time I'll probably bring out using extra players. It's not a card creator. He has all the players available. But they're free. You just download them from the site. Joe Nuxall will come out to pitch here at the bottom of the second inning. And who leads off for the Colts? That would be third baseman Bob Aspromonte. Pitch from Nuxall, 4-3 is a blank. Aspromonte, 5-2, and that's a possible hit to center, a 4, and that off a left-handed pitcher, and that's going to be a double. A D3 to 9 is a 4, and that's going to be a double to center field for Bob Aspromonte. Big hit off of Nuxall. A D8 puts a runner on second, and that will bring up left fielder Jim Wynn. Aspromonte, see if he does anything over there. Nope, not this time. Maybe Nuxall learned his lesson. Pitch to Win. Nuxall says a possible error chance. 6-5 on Win, and that's going to be a fly ball. That's a fly ball to left, a possible error, but a 16 is not going to be it, because automatically, even if their error was, even if it does fall into the, well, I'll make it easy. It's a fly ball. 6-5 is a fly ball to left field. The left fielder for the Reds is Skinner. His error rating is a 13. But in order for the ball to drop out of his glove, the error rating has to be under his the D20 has to be under his rating and an odd number. Since it's an even number, I automatically know he does not make an error. So that's going to be 1 out. And a fly ball to left field, Aspromonte has to at second base. There's no advance for the Colts, so that's 1 out. And Wynn is retired. Yeah, it's a smart. How are these teams in this season? Well, the Colt 45s, I mean, they were down near the bottom, and it's only their third season. I mean, down there with the season. The Reds were not too bad, but they were not great. The 1964 Reds were not great. Here's Jim Beauchamp. Beauchamp is actually in center field today and not left field, and he did not rate him for center field. So what I did is I just going to take the left field and just move it to center, and that's all I'll do for that kind of thing. A pitch from Nuxall is a possible single one if he's tired, which he's not. And so we go to blank. 2-1 to Beauchamp is a fly ball. Is a fly ball to center field. That's not. And Aspromonte's base running rating is a 2. And he's not going to run because you subtract 3 from his base running rating. It automatically puts him under 0. So Beauchamp cannot move him over. And that is out number 2. And that will bring up Jerry Grody. Yep, Jerry Grody was on the 64 Houston Colt 45s. Not with the Mets yet. 2 outs. Anything going to happen with I'm not, with 2 outs, he's not going to pick him off. 2-6 on Nuxall's cards, a strikeout opportunity, but a 19 is too high. So let's see what Grody does. 4-6, and that's going to be a ground out to second. And that ends the inning. So no runs, 1 big double for the Colts, but it's still scoreless. At the end of 2, nothing going on. Still 0-0. We go to the top of the 3rd here. Ken Johnson back on the mound for the Colts. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds, shortstop Leo Cardenas. Johnson with the pitch, 2-3. And that is a possible home run check. And his home run check, but a -1. So Leo Cardenas against a right-hander is an 8, which becomes a 7, but an 18 on the D20 is no good. So nope, he doesn't get the home run, but he does get a swing. And a 5-5 is going to be a star line 3, and that's just going to be a ground out to first. 1 out. Cardenas did take a swing, but he got nothing out of it. That will bring up Joe Nuxall, the pitcher. He does have his own batting card. Colt 45s have that logo, and that's what this reminds me of. Right, exactly. They have that logo. The Houston Colt 45. Don't tell me this isn't one of the best logos in baseball history. Come on. Be honest. That is an awesome friggin' logo. Of course, you would never see a logo like this now. You would never have a logo like that now. Not in today's world. That logo would be outlawed. But then in 62 to 64, come on, that's an awesome logo. 3-2 from Johnson, possible strikeout, a 9, and yes, Nuxall is out of there, 2 down. Top of the batting order, here's Pete Rose. Rose is 0 for 1. 2-3, possible home run again for Rose, but against a right-hander, it's a 1-11, not a chance. Rose had no power in that year. 3-6 to Rose, that's a star line 6, and that's going to be a fly ball to center and a 1-2-3 inning for Johnson. No runs, no hits, no errors. Once I get the rules down, it's not the best, but it's up there. Come on, that's an awesome logo. That's a great logo. A gun. Come on, that's a great logo. For the Houston Colt 45s. Need a golf promotion from you. Yeah, there will be you'll have one. I'll give you one here, and we're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Joe Nuxall will now be pitching to Ken Johnson, leading off for the Colts. The game does flow very smoothly. 5-5, possible strikeout, and Johnson with a 40 against both left and right. Yeah, okay. That kind of tells me that if a possible strikeout comes on, you don't even have to look at the die. Don't even have to look at the D20. Don't even look at it. He's out. Jeez. That'll bring up Eddie Casco. Casco singled his first time up. 2-5 on Nuxall. Possible strikeout, but one's going to do it. Casco's out of there. Second strikeout in a row for Nuxall. That will bring up Nellie Fox. 3-1, possible walk against a left-handed pitcher at 12. 11, -2, though. So I add that, makes that actually a 13. And his walk rating is a 12, so no walk because of Colt Stadium. So the stadium prevents Nellie Fox getting a walk. He does take a swing. 6-2, popped out to second. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Colts. At the end of 3, we still got no score in this wonderful inside pitch matchup. How old was Nuxall when he was pitching this game? The one thing about inside, he doesn't put the ages on his. He doesn't put the ages. If it was payoff pitch, he does put. Joe Bryan puts the ages on his on the cards. He does. Chris Davis does not do it for payoff for inside pitch. So I don't know. I don't know how old he was. You could just check Baseball Reference. Pretty much tell you when. You're looking for a golf promotion. Okay, I'll give you one. The RJL 518 Tour is ready to go. I just got to choose the courses that will be used for the October, November, and December season, for what I'm going to call the fourth quarter season. So I'm going to do a course, a History Maker Golf course selection show that will be done as soon as on my off day between the National League Division Series, Braves and Expos, and the first game of the Championship Series. So look for that. History Maker Golf. I will be doing a course collection show, as we'll see what courses will be used for, and you'll also see the format I'm going to do it for as well. Top of the 4th inning here, an inside pitch at Colt Stadium. Ken Johnson back on the mound. No scoring so far. Remember, this was a low-scoring game anyway, so nothing going on so far. Here's Chico Ruiz for the Reds. The Reds, he's 0 for 1. 3-6 on Johnson's card. We go at the ballpark. And a 5-5 as a star line force. That's grounded. That is a ground out to third for out number 1. Batter will be Veda Pinzon. Steeler fan, tell me, Veda, is it Veda or Vada? Like, is it Vada as in Nevada, or is it Veda like in Darth Vader? Something like that. Tell me how his name is pronounced. You're my resident, if you're still here, that is. If you're still here. You're my resident pronunciation checker. Here's the pitch. 4-1 on Johnson is a blank. Pinzon 2-1, and that is a star line 1 to Johnson, ground out to second. 2 men down. And that'll bring up Frank Robinson. Robinson 0 for 1. Batted .306 in 1964. 4-1 again on Johnson, a blank. Robinson 3-2, popped out to short. Johnson pitching a good game so far. Nothing across for the Reds. Still no score here. Typical 60s baseball game. Not that many runs. I'm going to find all the golfers and use them. I've already found all the golfers. They're already set. They're already graded. They're already set up. All I got to do is just divide them into their groups. You'll see what I'm doing, Michael. And if you can't catch it live, it's okay. Just check the replay. Joe Nuxall comes out for the Reds. And leading off for the Colts is Pete Runnels. 5-2 blank on Nuxall. Runnels 2-1. Starline 1. Fly out to center. Next batter is Johnny Weekly. 1-3 Nuxall. That's at the ballpark. Can Weekly do something that's not Weekly? 3-5. And that is he's going to get it. It's going to be a single to center for Johnny Weekly. How about that? Weekly gets a base hit. He only had 15 at bats. That's the reason why he did Darth Vader, but you'll check. He only had 15 at bats in 1964. That's one of the reasons why he didn't card him. Okay, but at least he did make him available. He had a 133 average, so he's capable of getting a hit. He gets a base hit. How about that? Weekly gets a single. An S8. And he'll go to first. No chance of a steal, but we'll see if he does get a pickoff chance. Nope. And the batter now for the 45s is Aspromonte. He doubled his last time up. 3-1. Possible walk, an 8, but a 12 on the dice. No good. Would have been a 6 anyway, so. 1-3 for Aspromonte against the left-hander. That's going to be a single past the shortstop. That's a base hit for Aspromonte. He has his second hit of the game. That's an S6. Weekly's base running rating is a 2, and a single pass short for him to advance. For him to advance to third needs to be a 5. He doesn't have that, so Weekly will hold at second base. And now the Colts have something brewing. 2 hits with 1 out. The batter is Jim Wynn. A chance here for Houston to maybe get some runs. Joe Nuxhall, 4-3. That's a blank. Win 4-2, and against the lefty, and that is going to be a double to left field. That's a big time double by Jim Wynn. The 45s are going to score first. So Johnny Weekly comes in to score. We know that for sure. On a first to third, on a first to third on a home and a double to left field, it's a -1 for Aspromonte. His base running rating is a 2. So we know he automatically goes to third base. Base running rating is a 2. And a D7, and that was a D7. That's a D7, so a -1 makes him a 1. And the left fielder, Skinner, is a +1. There's a +1, so he has a 1. So it's a 2. So Bob Aspromonte, what you do is you roll here. So a 1-2, Aspromonte scores 3 for 5. He holds 6, might be out. And Aspromonte does come in to score. He's in there. Lead runner advance on a 4. It's less than a base running rate. So lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner. The trailing runner advances. So a 1, he does score. The 4 is less than or equal to Jim Wynn, but minus the 1. So Wynn actually has to hold at second. So Wynn is safe at second, but 2 runs come in for the Colts, and they lead 2-0 on the Reds. Verified. It's Veda, like Vader. Thank you there, Steel. Thank you, Matt. 2-0 Houston Colt 45s on a big-time double by Jim Wynn. Wynn holds at second. Third straight hit off a Nuxhall. And the batter will be Jim Beauchamp. 1 out still here at Colt Stadium. Here's the pitch. 5-6 on Nuxhall card. Possible strikeout 20. No 20. Jim Beauchamp's a 17. Although he does strike out a lot, doesn't strike out there. 3-2 is a ground out to short. And Jim Wynn's base run rating is a 4. Runners advance on balls hit to shortstop if the runner beats the 1d6 roll. So Jim Wynn's base running rating is a 4. Does he advance to second? Does he advance to third? A 3, and he does. Jim Wynn does advance to third on the throw. 2 outs. On a ground out to short. And now the batter is Grody. Jim Wynn's very fast. 2 outs now. 2-0 Colts. 1-2. Blank on Nuxhall's card. 1-2 on Grody, and that is a single into center field. Grody gets a base hit. 181 average, and he does it. Jim Wynn will come in to score as well. And the Colts have a 3-0 lead on the Reds. Single for Grody. How about that? And that brings up the pitcher, Ken Johnson. Grody on it first. Let's see, anything going on? Nope, nothing going on. And now Nuxhall pitches. 2-3 on Nuxhall. That's at the ballpark. Ken 3-1. And that is a 3-1 in Colt Stadium for Ken Johnson. That's a base hit. That's a single plus. That's a single to center. That's a single to center. So Ken Johnson has a chance to advance on the throw. With 2 outs, Grody's base running rating becomes a 4. The ball was hit to center. Pinzone's arm rating's a -1, so it's a 3. And runner advancement first to third is a -1, so that is a 2. So a 1-2, Grody will go to third base. 3-5, he holds. And 6, he's probably out. And a 6 is out. A 6 is there. So that is a 6. And a 1. And the lead runner advances. The ball caught off. And the trailing runner is thrown out. So Grody did advance to third. Johnson tried to go to second. He's thrown out there. And the inning is over. So Johnson gets credit for a base hit. But he's thrown out at second, trying to go to second, which I don't understand why, but that's okay. So I'll give him a credit for the hit, but he is out of there, and the side is retired. 3 runs for the Colts on 4 hits. And at the end of 4, it is 3-0 Houston Colt 45s. As John West now joins me here. Hello, Albert, which is what you're doing, but oh well. Top of the 5th inning. Ken Johnson's batters faced is 26. So let me see here. 9, 18, 27. So I'll put a fatigue F on his card. Joe Nuxhall is also a 26. So that would be about here. So here comes Ken Johnson, top of the 5th inning. 3-0 Houston Colt 45s. Deron Johnson will bat for the Reds. Yes, you should be working. I wish I was too, but, roster card game, both versions, got 10 seasons. Heard a lot about that. Heard a lot about the roster card game. Actually heard it's pretty quick. Ken Johnson, let's see what he can continue doing here for the Colts. 2-1, possible error on a grounder. Fouled away. Try again. 1-3, fly ball to right on Johnson's card, so there's no error. So that is out number 1. And that will bring up Bob Skinner. 3-2, Johnson's card, strikeout possibility 12, minus, it's a 0-11, lower than a 12. Skinner does not strike out. 5-6 on Skinner's card is a ground out right back to Johnson. 2 outs. And that is the second time Skinner's grounded out to the pitcher. And the batter now is Johnny Edwards. 6-1, Ken Johnson, possible strikeout. An 11, nope, doesn't beat the strikeouts for either pitcher. So Edwards gets a swing. 6-4, start line 6, fly out to center, and another 1-2-3 inning for Ken Johnson, who is pitching this game the way he actually pitched that game. Only this time, the Colts have the lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Joe Nuxhall coming back out for 1964 Reds. Who leads off? The top of the order. And that would be Eddie Casco. Casco singled and struck out. 6-4 on Nuxhall card. Possible home run against righties. It's a 14, but a 0, as Casco has absolutely no power at all. So just like the strikeouts, okay, Eddie Casco home run chance, I can forget about it. Don't even look at just roll again. So let's see what Casco can get a hit though, and he does get the hit. It's a 5-1. It's a single. past second base. It's a base hit. S4. Casco is on base for the second time tonight. Or today, I should say. This game was played during the day, I believe. Casco on at first. There's Nellie Fox. Anything going on? A 5. His attempt rating is a 2. So a hit and run would have been a 3-4. So nothing going on. So Nellie Fox will take a swing. 1-1. Range play on Nuxall. So we'll see what happens with Nellie Fox. 6-3. And that is that's a hit chance to right field. And against a left-handed pitcher. And a 19, though, it's hit to right field. So it doesn't fall in here. However, it is a range play. So the ball is hit to Robinson. His range is a 3. If he doesn't make it, it's still a hit. He does. He got it. A 3 and he got it. That just goes as a fly out to right. 1 out. And Casco's still on at first. Where'd I get the scoreboard? I'll tell you in a moment when we get done with the inning. Pete Runnels, the next batter for Houston. Anything happening with Casco on at first? Nope. 2-6, Nuxall, possible strikeout 4. Yep, Runnels is out. No doubt about that one. And that brings up the creative player card I used, Johnny Weekly, who actually got himself a hit. Anything with Casco? 2, yes, Casco's going to steal. Casco's going to steal. So a stolen base rating of 8. 0 on Nuxall's card. Edwards' arm is 0. So it's going to be a 0 to 8 chance for. So it's going to be an 8 chance for Casco. So a 0. So 1 to 8. Casco steals second base and he is safe. Casco steals second. Stolen base for Casco. And Runnels and Weekly will get a chance. Weekly 1 for 2. I'm not going to see here. 5-4. And a possible error on a grounder off of Nuxall's card. So Weekly gets a crack at it. 1-1 is a hit chance. Is a hit chance to left field. 1 to 6 though. It's a 17, and that's just going to be an easy fly ball to left. And that will end the inning. The Colts get no runs on a hit and a stolen base. 5 in the books. It's still 3-0 Colts. Where did I get the scoreboard? The scoreboard is available, usually available in a bucket of baseball players. It's a toy that is available in a bucket of baseball players, and it comes with the scoreboard. Okay. Appa Brian uses this scoreboard. I saw it. I fell in love with it. I said it'd be great since I'm not using any electronics for any graphics on my streams. So I figured I'd get this. I was lucky. I was actually able to get the scoreboard by itself without all the buckets of players. So I got it. I usually at home on this side and away on that side. So I just switched it. I think the home team should always be on the right, on the right side of the board. And I got a couple of sleeves here so I can throw some logos in there. Pretty much. So that was my doing. So you can have some more visual aspects of the game. I do it for you. I really do it for you guys, not for me. I do it for you to enjoy the visuals, okay, not just rolling dice and that's it. So pretty much everything I do is really for you guys, not for me. Top of the 6th inning, 3-0 Colt 45s. Ken Johnson pitching like he did that day. And the Reds not hitting. Here's Leo Cardenas. That's why I also got the new camera, too, so you can see everything clearly. The last camera was too fuzzy. This camera's perfect. This is a Logitech Brio camera, one of the best ones you can get. Ken Johnson will pitch to Cardenas in the top of the 6th. Cardenas is 0 for 1. Let's see what we get. 4-6, and that is a single if he's tired, which he's not. So it goes to Cardenas card. 5-6 for Cardenas, and that's a base hit. Cardenas gets a single. And S4 sends him to first. And that will bring up Joe Nuxall. And I think we'll see an automatic. I think we'll see a bunt. His bunt rating is lousy. A bunt rating of 1. So let's see if he even bunts. See if there's anything going on. Nope. Nuxall's going to hit away. So Cardenas on it first. Ken Johnson for the Colts. Here's the pitch. 5-3. That's a blank. Nuxall gets a chance to swing. 3-2 is a star line 1. That's going to be a ground out. That's a grounder to second base. Infield is automatically in double play. See if they turn it. Nuxall's double play rating is a 0. Ken Johnson's is a 0. It's a +1. It's a 1 opportunity for a double play. The pivot man, since the ball was 3-2, since the ball was hit to shortstop, so the second baseman's automatically the pivot man, and that would be Fox. His pivot rating is a -1, so it was a 0 +1 -1 is a 0, so there's no chance to get the double play. Question though is who is out. It's a 6. Cardenas is thrown out, so Nuxall is safe on a fielder's choice, but there's 1 out. As Cardenas does not beat the throw to second. So Nuxall on it first, and now we have Rose. Game without a scoreboard. I know, right? You always want to know what the score is. I guess it's why some of my subscribers actually turn in, they see the score, and they say, okay, nothing going on here, I'll leave. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. I'm just having fun. 1 out. Nuxall on it first. He actually has an attempt to steal. That's a 3 attempt. See if anything going on. Nope. Nothing there. So let's see what Johnson's got. 3-3 on Johnson's card. That is a range play at the ballpark. 1-4, ground out, grounder to short. So the shortstop is Casco. His range is a 4. Pretty good. And he will make the play. Now is it a double play? Rose is a double play rating of 2. Nothing for Johnson. +1 for the infield. So +1 for infield double play depth, which is a 3. And the ball was hit to short. So second baseman Casco. Second baseman's Fox, so it's a 2. So a 1 to 2, he makes a double play. Nope, it's a 4. But Nuxall's base running rating is a 2, so he's out, which means Rose advances to first on another fielder's choice. 2 outs. And now the batter is Chico Ruiz. Rose has got an attempt rating of 2. Let's see if he's going to do anything. Nope, nothing going on there. So Johnson will pitch to Ruiz. 2 outs now. 4-6 on Johnson's card. That is a single 1 if he's tired, which he's not. 4-4 on Ruiz's card. Ground ball right back to Johnson. He's got it. Tosses over to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit for the Reds. Still 3-0 Colts. It's difficult to watch a game without a scoreboard. Steeler fan, think about it for a moment. Remember the day before you actually turn on the TV and the scoreboard was not automatically put on it? I think Fox was the first station ever. When Fox went ahead, I think Fox was the first station to put a scoreboard on the screen and keep it there. I think they were the first to ever do it in an NFL game. I remember watching, usually would flash the score once in a while. Gamble on the term being too slow. But remember, in the old days when scoreboards were not automatically on the screens, now, of course, every time a baseball game, basketball game, hockey game, baseball, football, they're all automatically have a scoreboard automatically on the screen. So you already know what the score is all the time. Remember the days when that wasn't like that? I think Fox was the first station to do it. I turned on a Fox game and saw the scoreboard and said, oh, look at that. They're going to show the score throughout the entire game and the time and the timing and the down and how much and yards to go and all that. And baseball, the same thing. Yes, I believe it was Fox was the first. Yep, I believe it was Fox was the first station to do that. Brilliant idea. Now, of course, everybody does it. Bottom of the 6th, still 3-0 Houston. Joe Nuxall. He could get fatigued in this inning, could get tired. Leading off for the Colts is Bob Aspermani. He's having a good day. He doubled and singled. Let's see what happens here. 5-5 Nuxhall, and that's a possible strikeout. 17 too high. Aspermani will swing. 4-4, and he gets his third hit. Single to left. Aspermani gets his third hit of the day. Single to left field. He did bat 280 in 1964. Here's Jim Wynn. Wynn doubled his last time up. Anything going on for Aspermani? 4. Yeah, hit and run. Possible hit and run for Wynn. Hit and run been called because it's too higher. So hit and run. Let's see what we get. Joe Nuxhall, 2-1. Possible strikeout, but Wynn with a 20. Nope, no strikeout. That would have been bad. So Wynn gets a chance to hit. 2-4 on Wynn's cards. Oh boy, line drive right to third. He lines out on a hit and run. He lines out on a hit and run, and it's an automatic double play. Lines to third base throws to first, and Aspermani's doubled off. Automatic double play on a hit and run line drive. Ouch. 2 outs. Automatic double play. Not what you wanted. And that will bring up Jim Beauchamp. Nuxhall gets out of that jam. Beauchamp 0 for 2. 6-3, blank. 6-4, Beauchamp. Possible hit to right. It's a 12, and the ball, it's a 12, and it's going to be a double for Beauchamp. He gets it in there. Possible chance to right. It's on the hit column, and he does get a double. Boy, how big was that hit and run? How big was that double play now? Double to right. Puts a man on for Jerry Grody. How big was that double play now? Yes, I am. Braves Expos playoff game tonight. Yes, I am. Absolutely. Last league division series. 2-4 on Nuxhall's card. Possible error. Grody, 1-4, fly ball to center field, and a 19, but it depends if Pinsone's got an error rating, but his error rating is a 5, even though it's an odd number. Pinsone will make the catch and in the inning. No runs, 2 hits for the Colts. Still 3-0. Good game so far. We go to the top of the 7th. Ken Johnson. He is not tired yet. And leading off for the Reds is Veda Pinsone. Pinsone is 0 for 2. Pitch on the way. 3-1 blank. Pinsone gets a chance. 5-5, and that's a ground out to second. Pinsone 0 for 3. Johnson pitching a gem. His ERA was 3.63, but these Reds are not hitting just like they didn't do in that game. The only reason why the Colts won that game was a couple of errors on Houston. Here's Frank Robinson, one of the best in history. 6-1 on Johnson's card. Possible strikeout. 11-6. Nope. Robinson 4-2. Double to left field. Robinson will get himself a clean double, a D7, as he breaks out of the slump there. Puts a man on as D. Smith joins us here for a little inside pitch action. Here's Deron Johnson for the Reds as D. Smith joins us here at Colt Stadium, top of the 7th inning. Colts leading 3-0, 45s over the Reds. Steeler fans still all in on the Expos. He hopes he win it all. 1994 Expos were an excellent team. Well, now it's their turn to prove it. So far, 2 top seeds have been eliminated in the LDSs, the Reds and now the Indians. Who knows how the Braves Expos series is going to go? Robinson on its second. See if anything's going on for Robinson. Nope. Deron Johnson. Ken Johnson pitching. 2-4. That's a range play. Deron Johnson 1-2. And that's a line out. That's a line to short. And the ball is hit to Casco. His range is a 4. He will make it. He makes the play. Line out. 2 outs. Robinson gets back. Or does he? We got to find out if he does. Does Robinson get back? It was a line out to shortstop and a runner on second. So we roll a 2-3. Does he get back in time? Yes, he does. Frank Robinson just gets back on a line out to short, 2 down. And the batter will be Bob Skinner. Skinner 0 for 2. He has grounded out to Johnson twice. Really shocked the Indians went down the way they did. Yeah, I know. That was one crazy series. You win 17-5 the first game, and then you get swept 3 straight. I tell you, the White Sox went in there they were determined. And I'll be honest with you, the game that really mattered was game 2 when they won 9-6. The Indians got out in front in that game too. That was the key match. That was the key game. Game 2 was the key game of that series. 1-1 Johnson, possible hit by pitch, +5. It's a 5, but a 10. Nope, no chance there. So Skinner gets a chance to hit. 6-4, and that is a star line 5, and that's a fly ball to left, and they're going to get out of it. No runs for the Reds, 1 hit. Still 3-0 Houston Colt 45s. Of the main teams, White Sox, Yankees, Dodgers, Atlanta, Montreal. Montreal's the most tolerable. That's bad. We're going to see a new pitcher for the Reds as Joe Nuxhall was due to bat first, so he is going to come out. And he'll go up against Ken Johnson. Let's see who the Reds want to use. And looks like it is going to be... let's see here. Looks like it's going to be Tommy Harper. No, I'm set. My bad. Marty Keough against a lefty. Marty Keough will come up and pinch hit for the Reds, as that will do it for Joe Nuxhall. Marty Keough pinch hitting against Johnson. Johnson will be tired at the end of the second batter. Can't argue that since Cleveland is gone. Bottom of the 7th, 3-0. I'm sorry, what am I doing here? That's the bottom of the 7th, right? Or top of the 7th? Timeout. What did I just do here? It's the bottom of the 7th. My bad. Cincinnati is not up. I got to bring in a pitcher. I got to bring in a pitcher. My bad. Timeout. Got to bring in a pitcher. For Nuxhall. So timeout on the field as I reset. Okay. Coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Sammy Ellis. He'll come on and pitch and take over for Nuxhall in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ken Johnson is the leadoff hitter for the Colts in the bottom of the 7th. And Ken Johnson, I'm going to keep him in there. I'm going to keep Johnson in there. He's not tired yet. I want to see if Johnson can at least get a complete game. We can't get the no-hitter, but I'm going to see if Ken Johnson get a complete game. John West says he's getting yelled at, needs to do something, even if it's wrong. I'll see you later, John. Take care. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-0. Sammy Ellis will now pitch. And the Colts are going to leave Johnson in there. 4-1, possible strikeout, and that's definitely what it is. 1 out. And that will bring in Eddie Casco. Casco 2 for 3 today. Ellis, 3-3, another possible strikeout. 4-7, even with a 4-7. Yep, Casco goes down on strikes. Sammy Ellis, one of their top relievers. Two men down. And that will bring up Nellie Fox. Sometimes I talk to you guys in the chat. I get flustered. I lose my place. Sammy Ellis, a possible walk, 7 against the right-hander, 7, but a -2 on Colt Stadium is a 5, so there is no walk. So Fox gets a chance. 4-3 on Fox, and that's going to be a single to right field. Base hit for Fox. He gets his first hit. And the batter is Pete Runnels. And I'm not going to do any strategy roll here. 7th inning down. Strategy roll canceled out. So now Pete Runnels gets a chance. 1-6 on Ellis Carr. Possible error on the throw. Possible throwing error. Runnels, 6-4. Line out to short. There's no error since there's no throw, and that will end the inning. No runs for Houston. They do get a hit. They are hitting. They're just not getting all the runs in, but they got the runs that matter. They're up 3-0. We go to the top of the 8th. Ken Johnson, at least he doesn't have a note. He's only pitching. He's pitched a 3-hit shutout. And leading off for the Reds is Johnny Edwards. Ken Johnson trying to get some payback for that no-hitter that was blown against the Reds on this date, April 23, 1964. That's my game for the 64 season. I have the 65 season. I have to choose a game for that. 3-5 on Johnson's card, and that is a range play at the ballpark. 4-6 on 4-6. Is it going to be a ground ball to second? Fox's range is a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit past second base. Edwards will go to first as Nellie Fox couldn't get there. And that's a single S that turns into an S4. And the batter will be Leo Cardenas. Not doing strategies, 8th inning. Cardenas is the batter. Pitch from Johnson. 4-6. Single 1. He is not. This is actually his tired pitching, but it goes past that. So, no, he is not tired on his actual tired batter. 3-3. It doesn't matter, though. It's still going to be a single to right field. That's a single to right field for Cardenas. He gets a base hit. S9. And a single to right for Johnny Edwards. His base running rating is a 2. So +2. So his base running rating becomes a 4. It's hit to right field, which is weakly. And Weekly's arm is a -2. He's got a good arm out there. So it's a 1-2 for Edwards. So 1-2. Edwards moves to third. 3-5. He holds. 6. He's probably out. 4. He holds. So he holds at second base. A base hit though for Cardenas. Runners at first and second now, and nobody out. And a pinch hitter coming up for Sammy Ellis. And they will bring in Marty, and now they will bring in Marty Keough for the Reds. And now Ken Johnson's now fatigued, so now he will be taken out of the game as the Colts will now go ahead to a pitcher of their own. Timeout for a pitching change for the Colts. And it's going to be Hal Woodishik. Another great baseball name. Hal Woodishik. Come on. Baseball names, people. Awesome. Woodishik, 2-9, 23 saves. He can actually pitch the rest of the way. Runners at first and second, though. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Marty Keough pinch hitting for Samuels. Here's the pitch. We got ourselves a ball game here. 5-3, rain at the ballpark. Check out the ballpark. 4-2 at Colt Stadium is a fly ball to center field. So that is a fly out for Keough. Edwards on at second base. His BR rating is a 2. It'd be a -3. Edwards is not running, 1 out. And the batter now is Pete Rose. HOU Woodishick. God, I love it. Pitch. 5-1. A range play. Rose. 1-5. Star line 4. It's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Aspromonte. His range is a 3. He can't make it. That's going to be a base hit. That turns into a single 5. That turns into a single 5. Johnny Edwards, though, base running rating of a 2. For second to home on a single 5, he needs to be a 5 in order to do that. Edwards has to hold a third. And the bases are loaded. Base hit for Rose. Bases loaded now for Chico Ruiz. Johnny Edwards needed a base running rating of 2 to score, and he has to hold at third. And now Chico Ruiz a chance with the bases loaded. Ruiz doesn't ground out in many double plays, but the Colts are going to go ahead and play the infield back. Trade, see if they can get 2 for 1. Not playing the infield in. If I did that right. Hold on. Failed range check on a G5. I didn't roll if that was a single or a double, didn't I? Nope, I did not. All right. I didn't roll if that was a single or a double. I'm going to say it was a single. Bases loaded. 2-5. Possible strikeout chance, a 9. Chico Ruiz is a 9, but it's a 9 and it's 0. So, yes, Woodishick strikes out Chico Ruiz. Wow, what a time for that to happen. Just got him. Big K. And now the batter is Veda Pinson with the bases loaded. HOU Woodishick trying to keep it where it is. 6-1. Possible error on a grounder. Pinson. 4-2. Star line 5. It's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Aspromonte. His error rating is a 6, but a 20 on the dice. He's got it. Throws to first to get the out. And boy, the Colts get out of the jam. Wow. No runs, 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 3-0, Colt 45s. Can you believe it? We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Now the Reds need a pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Reds will be Billy McCool. Yeah. Billy McCool will come out to pitch for the Reds. 6 and 5, 7 saves in 1964. Billy McCool. Come on, guys, another great baseball name. How can you not love a guy named Billy McCool? Come on. Bottom of the 8th inning, 3-0 here. Leading off for the Colts is Johnny Weekly. Weekly is 1 for 3. 6-1. And Weekly's a righty, so it's a blank. 1-6. Single to right field. Weekly gets another hit. My created player, and he gets another hit. Single to right. He'll hold it first. And now the batter is Bob Aspromonte. He's having a kick of a day. He's 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. Aspromonte. Billy McCool. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Range play. Aspromonte, 6-6. Fly ball to right. The ball was hit to Robinson, and his range is a 3. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. That's a fly out to right. And Weekly holds it first, 1 out. Batter is Jim Wynn. One thing I love about inside pitch, as Anthony at Bleacher Bums game was talking about, range plays are big. It can turn a hit into an out or an out into a hit. Kind of like what Stratomatic does. That's one thing I do like about Stratomatics is their range checks. The fielders come into play a lot. Pitch to Win from McCool. 4-4. Possible strikeout. Wynn's rate a 9. Yep, that's a strikeout on Wynn. Two outs now. And now a chance for Jim Beauchamp. Weekly on it first. Not doing strategy rolls. Not right now. No need. McCool's pitch, 5-6. Possible wild pitch, a 14. Just avoids it because you got a wild pitch, 1-10, 11-13 pass ball. But a 14 here avoids it, so no wild pitch. So we'll roll again. 2-1, possible strikeout now. Champ 17-10. Yep, out. And the inning is over. Nothing for the Colts. They do get a hit. 3-0. The Colts looking to get a little payback for that tough loss. Top of the 9th inning. Will we see some inside pitch 9th inning magic? HOU pitching for Houston. And leading off is Frank Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 3 today. He doubled his last time up. Woodershik will be tired after the second batter. Pitch. 3-4. Woodershik. Possible strikeout. 14. Nope. Robinson. 1-4. Starline 1. Ground out to second. 1 down. And now the batter is Deron Johnson. Woodershik against a right-handed batter, and that's going to be a against a righty. That's a straight single up the middle. That's a base hit for Johnson. Single 1. He goes to first, and the batter is Bob Skinner. Now Woodershik is tired. They're going to see if they can keep him in there. He has 23 saves. Going to see if Woodershik can avoid a couple of marks on his card. Needs to avoid 3-2 and 2-5. Pitch. 5-4. And that's a possible walk Bob Skinner's rating is a 3, and yes, he walks Skinner. And now the tying run comes to the plate. And that's Johnny Edwards. 1 out. We got some ninth inning magic going on so far. Runners at first and second for the Reds. Johnny Edwards, the batter. I'm going to take a look at the Houston bullpen, see if I like who's next up to pitch. And we're going to see a new pitcher, and that's going to be Claude Raymond. He's going to come in here and try to close this game out. Claude Raymond will pitch now to Johnny Edwards. 1 out here, top of the ninth inning. 3-0, as D. Smith says, interesting developments. Claude Raymond pitching. Here's the pitch. 4-6. Strikeout possibility 16. No. Edwards will swing. 4-6 on Edwards. Ground ball to first. Do they turn 2? Double play rating 2. No double play rating. Infield is in double play depth. That's a +3. It's a ground ball to first. So the shortstop is the pivot man. Casco's arm is a 0. So it's going to be a 1 to 3 for a double play chance. They do. They turn it. Ground ball to first. Throws to second. Back to first. Double play. The Houston Colt 45s get some vengeance. The 3-6-3 double play. And that will do it. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk for the Cincinnati Reds as the Houston Colt 45s get some help, get some nice vengeance over the Cincinnati Reds in 1964. Steeler fan says that in payoff pitch, the payoff pitch game doesn't like the Houston Astros, but it looks like inside pitch they like Houston here. 45s get the win. 3-6-3, they turn it. How about that, everyone? That was a lot of fun. Gotta love inside pitch. I'm getting better with the rules with every game I play. 1965 will be the next season, as I already have that ready to go. I just got to choose a game and get the lineups ready. So we'll see what I do for that. Might play that tomorrow. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining me. Remember tonight, Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Montreal Expos. It's going to be Steve Avery versus Butch Henry. And here at Olympic Stadium, so join us for that game tonight. And, of course, History Maker Golf. We have a History Maker Golf selection show coming up in a few days. I'll do that in between the series of the Division Series and Championship Series, so just be on the lookout for that. Anyway, D. Smith, Steeler fan, 1933, John West, Michael Peterson, Philip Reynolds, thank you all for joining me here for a little inside pitch action. We'll see you guys tonight for Payoff Pitch. Until then, so long, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. Catch you later, guys.